Meet the world's greatest culinary genius. He knows the molecular structure of the perfect pizza dough. He has memorized every recipe in history. Ooh, but he has one fatal flaw. He's a brain in a jar. You ask him for dinner, but he can't cook. He can only talk. He hands you a complex set of instructions. Make the dough, knead the flour, and expects you to do the heavy lifting. And when things go wrong, he can't see the smoke. He can't feel the heat. While you're panicked and burning the kitchen, he's calmly suggesting you reduce the temperature to 475. It's technically correct, but totally useless. This is exactly what it feels like using a standard AI chatbot for coding. You are the one copy-pasting code, running the errors, and reporting back. You are the chef to a brain that has no hands. So what happens when things catch fire? How does the coding assistant respond? It switches the role to context gatherer. While your error log is screaming for help, "I don't know where I came from, help!" the assistant stays calm. It connects the dots. It reads the controller, checks the database schema, and realizes, aha, the variable is missing. It investigates before it speaks. Step 2. It switches to planning mode. Notice the construction hat? It doesn't just guess. It builds a roadmap. 1. Open the file. 2. Implement the null check. 3. Run the tests. It formulates a complete strategy to squash that bug before writing a single line of code. Finally, execution. This is surgery. The assistant lasers in the specific fix, inserting that null check right where it belongs. But it doesn't stop there. It runs the tests, verifies the green check mark, and hands you a clean, bug-free codebase. Context, plan, action. That is the anatomy of a coding assistant. How does a coding assistant gather context, plan its actions, and execute tasks that involve reading files or running commands? It's not magic, and it's not psychic. It's a concept called tool use. Let's explore it. So picture this. You're sitting there, staring at your screen. You ask your coding assistant, "Hey, what code is actually in my main.go file?" It feels like a simple conversation, right? You ask, it answers. But have you ever wondered how a coding assistant knows what's on your specific hard drive? Here is where it gets interesting. The LLM, that glowing brain in the jar, doesn't have eyes or hands. It can't see your desktop. So the assistant, that's the LLM wrapper, has to teach it the rules of the game. It slips the brain a secret note called a system prompt. It whispers, "Look, I can handle the legwork. If you need to see a file, just output this specific text. Read file, name of file." Now watch the handoff. The brain realizes, aha, to answer this human, I need that file. So it generates the text, read file, main go. It doesn't touch the file itself. It just calls the tool. The assistant spots this command, jumps into action, sprints to your local files, and actually executes the read operation. The brain does the thinking, the assistant does the running. The assistant grabs the text from the file, runs back, and shows it to you. You say, "Wow, it works," and feel like a coding wizard. Meanwhile, the AI is just sitting there thinking, "I'm just really good at following instructions." And that, my friends, is tool use in a nutshell. But knowing the theory is just like memorizing the recipe. It doesn't cook the meal. In the next video, we are going to stop talking and start cooking. We will install Claude Code, give this brain in a jar access to your terminal, and watch it fix a real bug live on screen.